The mic isn't messed up today. We're going to try to lower the music. And as always, we're going to try to give you guys the news. We're also on a time limit because the state of play starts in an hour. So let's go ahead and all right, it's Thursday, July 8th for the old news here on JPNN. Not too much going on, you know. A lot of echo still. We don't have shit in our room. But, you know, there's some news. We'll start off with the Silent Hill and Siren devs did an interview with Eurogamer on their return to horror. This is a longer interview. I don't know if there's any particular things that come from this in terms of headlines because I've not read it, but I don't know if they need to make another. Maybe there's no reason. You know, maybe they don't need to make any more scary video games from the people that made Silent Hill at all. I think that there's who really is gonna enjoy that stuff, right? At the end of the day, who's that for? Not me. Not me, chat. Not me. That's what I'm saying. These are the three. Look at these people here, chat. Look at these people. Look at these absolute just sickos. You know who I wouldn't trust? These three. Because while they look very nice young men, right here, and right here, and right here, there's a whole lot of, there's a whole lot going on. Whole lot going on. I don't need to see any. Like, what is this? Why does this creature... Hold on. Why does this creature even need to be drawn out? You know? That's what... When I circled their heads, this is what comes out of it right here. Things like this. You know? I don't need to see that. No one needs to see that. No one needs to see that. Look at this. What is even going on here? Is that hold on. This is a human face. I think it's just a large tentacle. No. Not really sure what's happening there. Not really sure what's happening there. Oh, here you go. We'll read the last snippet from this. What did I say? Eurogamer? Yeah, Eurogamer.net article. The writer said, "Finally, I had to ask one question that's been on the lips of just about half the industry over the last year. What about the Silent Hill revival?" And they responded and said, "Strictly speaking, I'm not in a position to answer that," says Toyama. "When I asked him if he'd heard whispers about a revival of the series he'd helped create. But from a personal perspective, seeing how in recent years there was PT, you can see you don't need to necessarily stick to a specific style or system," the creator adds. "As long as the theme of Silent Hill, of how the inner darkness of people were being embodied, continues, I think anything beyond that is free territory to explore." I don't like this guy. All right. We don't need to explore the inner darkness of people being embodied. Why do we got to explore that? I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to at all. All right. We don't need to. IGN reports that the Silent Hill concept leak was denied by the Bloober team. The developer tells IGN that it's working on 2 games larger in scope than the medium. What is going on with the site? There's so many leaks and confirm and all this nonsense. Bloober is, of course, the team that made Layers of Fear 2 and more recently the Medium, which was that Xbox game. And also the Blair Witch game, I think, before that, right? Well, they've been out there and said that that is not a Silent Hill game. It is not. Let's see here. It said, however, in a statement to IGN, Bloober team CMO Tomas Gawlikowski made clear that neither of the games described in the Creative Europe files are being actively developed. Online speculations based on outdated or incomplete information can often lead to strange theories among gamers, so we appreciate you asking us directly, he wrote. Going on to explain that Creative Europe funding has allowed Bloober to make riskier projects, and confirming that H2O did become 2019's Layers of Fear 2. We've also applied for 2 other projects, codenamed respectively Dumb Spyro and Black. He comments, after numerous iterations of Dumb Spyro, we've concluded that we can't at the moment deliver it in a form that is appropriately sensitive to the topic and commercially viable at the same time. In short, what is Dumb Spyro or Dumb Spyro? It's no longer in active development at the moment, regardless. He also said, similarly, the initial idea for Black has also been shelved, and while we are still developing a game under this codename, it's now a much different project than what you would read on the web in the past few days. Gawlikowski understandably didn't go into any detail about whether the studio was working on a Silent Hill game or what its work with Konami entails, but he confirmed that multiple large projects are in the works. The full quote is, at Bloober team, we have 2 active internal projects, one in the production phase and one in the pre-production phase. Both are going to be bigger in scope than the medium, however. Neither of them is based on themes or premises that have been circulating online in the last days. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I think it's Latin as well. I don't know what it means, but yeah. That was old IGN reporting on that. GameIndustry.biz. We were talking about this, I don't know if it was yesterday's JPNN or it was recently. But GameIndustry.biz put up an article that says how China's political influence is changing game development. And how does this affect the developers in the surrounding countries, particularly for Taiwanese and Hong Kong studios? We definitely were talking about this yesterday. I might read this article later in my own time. It's an interesting thought, though. I think if you look at the influence of China on everything, or the Chinese market really on everything, it's kind of crazy. It's a very long article, though. What else do we got? Suda51 did an AMA. Not sure if there's anything from that, but that was on our games. We got a bunch of trailers to go through today, so that's always exciting. Dark Souls 3 has gotten an FPS boost on the Xbox Series X and S. Do they talk about how much of an FPS boost? Also, did that game run at 30 previously? There it is. Wait. Did it not load? What the hell? Xbox's website is kind of crap. Oh, it's 60 now, previously 30. Oh, up to 60. Okay. But it's locked at 900p. Got it. Got it.
Rate?
No, we're not rated anything. Stop doing that. It's not time yet. If you haven't played Dark Souls 3, it's worth it. Is Dark Souls 3 on Game Pass? Or no? I don't think it is. It should be. I don't think it is, though. Sony only? No. That's Bloodborne. That's Bloodborne. Dark Souls 3 was multi-plat. We got another Resident Evil Village update in terms of sales. The game now, according to Gamatsu.com, has shipped, as well as including digital sales, 4.5 million units. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Capcom is kind of like printing money. Royale 101 says, why is Dark Souls 3 getting an FPS boost on Xbox, getting so much attention when the PS5 version running Dark Souls 3 at 60 FPS for a month barely got any attention? The answer to that is probably PR, and it's probably the idea that Microsoft put out a full release stating as such, and I guess Sony didn't, at least to my knowledge. But yeah, that's probably essentially PR. Better marketing. Also, no one has a PS5 ultimately, but yeah. The Resident Evil Netflix series is watchable now on Twitter. Or now, according to my Twitter. I haven't watched any yet, so I don't know if it's good or not. Yeah, I think that's mostly PR, though, when it comes down to it. Going back over to the Capcom story, though. Yeah, they're kind of printing money at Capcom, and they have been for a while. It's kind of crazy to see how well they're doing. I think today they just also launched Marvel vs. Capcom. Monster Hunter Stories 2. Or wait, that launches tomorrow. I have not loaded that up yet. I've had access to it for a while. But the reviews for it were pretty good yesterday. We covered that yesterday on JPNN. People said it's pretty good. I bet you it's going to sell very well. Now, what is this? I saw the headline for this, and I don't know what to... So the IrishMirror.ie is reporting that Among Us has an official Irish translation, and they're calling it a cultural victory for the Irish community. The translation of Among Us is the first significant translation ever made in Irish for a very popular game. Huh. The Irish project involves a team of 4 and was spearheaded by... I'm not even going to try to... I will butcher those names so bad. I'm not even going to try to butcher that. Among Us, though, really? I mean, Among Us is like one of the biggest games of the past 2 or 3 years. You can't argue that. Can't argue that. We got some weird trailers today. I saw this opinion piece yesterday. I put it into the ticker down here. We'll take a look. It's from a website called Goodnight Groofs. I've never heard of them before. It's more of a blog, but the feature headline is that 9.1, the Chains of Domination patch for World of Warcraft, is Final Fantasy XIV's best patch yet. Pretty funny. It's a decently long post. Let's see here. As it stands, the new patch 9.1 Chains of Domination for World of Warcraft Shadowlands has just released. And where there's usually excitement in the air for new content, it's been replaced by a feeling of lethargy. 8 long months have built up to the first content patch for Shadowlands, which marks the longest wait for a X.1 patch following the launch of a WoW expansion. 240 days of hoping that a new major content patch may act as a shot in the arm of a game that limped through its initial release. 3/4 of a year have now passed, and 9.1 arrives bare bones and lackluster. Patch 9.1 brings us Korthia, a smaller zone in a slightly brighter and less dreary section of the mall, along with even more convoluted systems to learn, with only slight tweaks to the old ones. It feels like the new content was 1 step forward, 2 steps back. While the new raid and mega dungeon will ultimately be solid pieces of content, it's Blizzard's bread and butter, it's likely it won't be enough to sustain the majority of players beyond the first 2 or 3 months of the patch. And that's where Final Fantasy XIV steps in, especially in my case. Given how exhausting Shadowlands has felt up to this point, booting up Final Fantasy XIV for the first time felt like a breath of fresh air. Between watching the initial introduction cinematic and taking in the login screen music, the sense that a new journey was beginning jump-started my mind. Final Fantasy XIV wasn't pretending to be another game or feign an attempt to copy WoW. It was unapologetically Final Fantasy, and that was clear from the start. Yeah, I mean, here's. I think that because I live. I say we, mostly speaking to chat, not necessarily the majority of people that watch this on YouTube, but because we live in an ecosystem where a game's success or failure is reliant upon the viewership of said game, which is honestly not necessarily a tried and true formula. That's where we go. So a lot of people will say like, oh, Final Fantasy's blowing up because of Asmongold. While that is somewhat true, at least in the short term, the past year, Final Fantasy's been blowing the fuck up because of COVID. In a lot of ways. They even put out a statement saying that they didn't want to highlight the fact that the game has been doing so well. Because they didn't want it to be like, hey, thanks to this awful worldwide pandemic, the game's blowing up. But I think that in the short term, obviously, like, it has seen success here on Twitch, more so than it has before. But it's definitely like not the root cause in a lot of ways. And so I think that's kind of what this article's getting at. But oh yeah, they also reference Jesse Cox here. The old Coxie made it out of his video. Let's see what it is. He says, after the initial push to get past the slow start, I began slowly learning more abilities that added bits and pieces to my rotation, weaving abilities in during the GCD and slowly building up a satisfying rhythm. My opponent and I almost dancing throughout the fight, as Jesse Cox of YouTube describes it. There you go. There you go. Gaming in general blew up during COVID? Absolutely. Yeah, it absolutely did. Without question. That's cool, though. I always love reading stories about Final Fantasy doing well, so I'll continue to do that. We talked about Tencent deploying the facial recognition to detect minors gaming at night yesterday. If you missed that story, that one's a doozy. It's in yesterday's JPNN. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. The International is now delayed and will be held in Romania instead on October 7th through the 17th. When was that originally supposed to happen? Here, we can read this. It's supposed to be soon, right? Not where, sorry, when. I think it was supposed to be like this next month or something, right? It was supposed to happen in August. Okay. They are going to be held in Bucharest, Romania, and the epic battle for the ages champions will fittingly unfold inside the country's largest stadium, Arena Națională. It'll happen October 7th through 10th, with main stage kicking off on October 12th. Then on the 17th, that'll be the finals. They'll be sharing the $40 million prize pool. Additional information on ticket sales will come shortly. We are grateful for the partnership we have formed with Romania and the city of Bucharest, and very much look forward to gathering with the global Dota 2 community, both in person and virtually, to celebrate the elite players and amazing fandom at the International. Prepare yourselves. At long last, the battle begins. That's good. That's good stuff. I love watching the International. I really enjoy playing Dota. I had such a great time and really never got upset when I played Dota recently on stream. It was a fun experience. And I had a lot of fun playing with my friends too when I played that as well. Just a great time. Just a great time. Any other news before we jump into the old vids? Not really. Chat, any news for you guys? Anything we need to cover? Have you seen the news about the upcoming League of Legends update? No. Let's see what it is. In this key chat alert from Okolskov. The League of Legends summer event features a visual novel. The Sentinels of Light event runs from July 8th to August 10th, according to TheVerge.com. Riot Games is announcing a big summer event, Sentinels of Light, that will take place across all 5 of its currently available games: League, League Wild Rift, League Legends of Runeterra, Teamfight Tactics, and Valorant. Each game will receive themed content during the event. The League of Legends players will get a special treat. They'll be able to play through a visual style novel experience right in the game's client. This is kind of cool. Story experience called Rise of the Sentinels is intended to be approachable for everyone. Thomas Cunningham, a narrative lead at Riot Games, tells The Verge in an email. The idea is that you'll be able to enjoy it if you're a new player or you're already well versed in the League of Legends lore. Here's a short summary. We could probably... Let's just watch the video. God damn it, The Verge does this shit too. Ah! Sorry.
So, you want to know how Akshan saved the world? Let's see, where to begin? I know. A very long time ago, the king of Camavor fell in love with a humble seamstress. They were soon married, but it didn't last. Poor Isolde was tragically killed. Of course, Viego went berserk and wanted to bring her back from death. Silly man. Only Akshan can do this. Still, he tried what was forbidden and unleashed the ruination, creating the Shadow Isles. Now swing forward a few centuries and we get to a couple of sentinels, saving the world from villainy and the undead. Like Akshan, but with less fluttering of the cape. On their travels, the two met a cruel villain who imprisoned Senna in his lantern. Lucian spent years searching for her, and when he finally helped her escape, well, Senna had changed. New powers, long gone, hearing voices in her head. So, the ruined king has been restored to his youthful form, spewing mist across Runeterra.
Hold on, that was pretty good. Did you see?
Spewing mist across Runeterra,
Did you see
searching
Garen look
for his
at it?
lost queen. The scoundrel finds Senna. Get this, the voices in her head were Isolde. Lucian and Senna are in deep, but they escape. And they realize they can't stop Diego alone. They will need to recruit more Sentinels of Light.
Huh. Chad, I'm asking as a... How do I put this? Chat's okay. Chat said don't play League. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. When does all that stuff kick off in the Riot world? Does it say? It says the Rise of the Sentinels visual novel represents Riot's latest effort to build out the League of Legends universe, which has also expanded to other mediums. The studio has partnered with Marvel Entertainment to make comic books, for example. There's a Netflix series on the way called Arcane. I don't know when all this starts, though. Oh, July 8th to August 10th. So, today. As someone who plays, don't play. Okay. All right. Look, here's the thing. I need to play more Guilty Gear. I can't get addicted to anything else. Okay? I can't get addicted to anything else. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes. I got to play Guilty Gear. All right? All right. We could watch that. Chad, I think it's trailer time. So we're about 30 minutes out from this PlayStation thing. Let us watch some trailers. Wow. Here we go.
This is my kind of event. Let's get wild, huh? Let's go. Move with it. Move with it.
I am DMD8.
Too slow.
DMD8.
It's gonna be extreme. Stimmed up and ready to burn.
You're straight.
I guess we gotta moot. We gotta moot it. I mean, this is just more Apex gameplay. What is Oh, this is a new map for Arena. Okay. All right. It's kind of long. Limited time cosmetics. You know, one thing I never necessarily was the biggest fan about Apex, even though I think it's the best BR at the moment. I feel like their cosmetic game never like... And maybe it's I didn't finish that statement because my mind trailed off. But it might be because my fascination with the Overwatch characters was so much higher. But I always thought Overwatch just did such a much better job at cosmetics, in my opinion. And I never felt attached to an Apex character. Yeah. Here's a trailer for a game called Breakwater. So this is a game that Lyric will make me laugh at, probably. Huh. Looks very physical. Also a little Valheim. This looks kind of cool. Huh. Breakwater. You can wishlist now on Steam. Moving right along. Keeping up with our random game theme.
Rated M for mature.
The enemy had surrounded me. The only way out now was through them.
Yeah, this is Sniper Elite VR. This might actually be good for like VR games.
One bullet can change the course of a war.
I wonder how it does the zoom. Because, like, it can be a little jarring in VR if it cuts very quick from, like, shooting into the following along of the bullet. You know what I'm saying? This is a weird video to watch, but okay. All right, let's just watch it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. Zimiel, thanks for that Prime Gaming. So wait, what is this? Is this a... Is it a remaster? Oh, it's a Sonic Colors remaster. Okay. When did this game originally come out? It was a Wii game? What the f... I never saw the Sonic movie. That's what I took away from that video is maybe I should watch the Sonic video. Maybe. You know? Might be worth it. Might be worth it. Here's 2-minute trailer from Nintendo, chat. I'm sorry. I just felt like making sure this video couldn't be monetized. I don't remember that. I remember that. I love me some of that. Is this Breath of the Wild 1.5? No. Not at all. Is there Agent? Can you link it? Yeah, I would say this is 0.5. That's actually apt. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that was out, but watch that. Yeah, this is another Wii game. I'm definitely not going to play that. I just don't have good memories of that. I just don't have good memories of that. To circle back to that League of Legends thing, they put out a brand new cinematic that I think came out this morning. And it's in 4K.
Descends.
And Death Descends.
Death descends.
One more time.
Death descends. The light is fading. Who will join us? Who will be our hope?
No key chat alert? You know, we probably should have been a key chat alert. Is that Vayne? I don't know who that is. That's Shield Lady. Shyvana? Holy shit, that's a high-powered thing.
Is she dead?
No. Worse.
Ah.
Cannot stop the darkness he's unleashed. Until our queen is returned, all will be brought to ruin.
What is this? What's happening?
Steady.
He's dead. Something's gonna grab him. Or that. Is that the dragon from Worlds in 2017? That's Shyvana's ult? Oh.
She's big.
Then shoot her twice.
Oh, I remember these two from the last cinematic we watched.
down and hit her with everything we got.
On it.
Wait!
Well, she's shooting fucking wooden ass arrows. Yo, that was pretty hype.
No. She's still in there.
She's a monster.
No, Viego's the real monster.
And there aren't enough arrows in the world to stop him.
Quiet.
We need to work together, or he will destroy everything.
Can they just make a... Wait. Hold on, there's more.
What is this place?
This is where you make a choice.
Is this the
Stand
item
with us
shop?
in the light, or fall alone to the darkness.
She's reckless, Inna.
And we'll need more just like her to stop what's coming.
Are you two just going to stand there? Or are we going to find something to kill?
Damn, that's a level up right there. She looks fucking on point. Looks like Tracer. I don't know what that means. That was cool. That was a good looking skin. See, that's how you do good skins. That's how you do good skins. All right, we have enough time to watch these trailers. Here's a trailer for a game called Dream Engine. What? Kind of tower defense-y? So it's like a Factorio tower defense game. Huh. That's next week. Factorio's already kind of tower defense-y. I didn't think there was any... I thought the only bad guy in Factorio was the player. Because he just made the Factorio people keep working when they would delete everything. Oh, there's swarms? I didn't know that. Oh. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. I just know about all the sickos that play Factorio in my chat. You know? Here's another thing. This is 4 minutes long.
Hi everyone, my name is Nihat, software engineer
God.
at Urban Games. It's my great pleasure to give you some insights into the newest game update for Transport Fever 2, which we call the Summer Update. Well, we received a huge amount of feedback over the last 1 to 2 years, and with this update we really wanted to realize as much as possible. We sorted all wishes by popularity and the result is a huge list of improvements. It's not only about usability and bug fixes, we also found time to improve the game's performance and modding support. First of all, we did some very basic stuff. For example, we added borderless as a new window mode.
Wow.
Since so many content creators asked us for this option. Also, we streamlined the load game window and you can now load games and change the mod settings directly from in-game without going back to the main menu.
Well, that's good.
But now we come to more interesting changes. We have prepared a little use case to show you some of the main improvements. Welcome to Somerville.
Has anyone
Let
in
us
chat ever
develop
played this game?
lovely city. In the town window, we added a new supplier tab where you can now see which industries can deliver the necessary cargo. This factory is ready to supply Somerville.
You play It's Amazing? Well, there you go.
Let's start by building a station next to the factory. As you can see, we simplified the main construction menu. You will find things more easily now, and you will need less mouse clicks.
That costs
And we added a
200,000.
scroll bar as well. This is really useful, especially when you use mods. Let me quickly add some tracks, connect them to the existing network. Looks great. Before the update, quite some players complained that sometimes catenary poles were placed on the tracks. Another small improvement. The industry and town labels on the heads-up display now stay visible while editing lines.
Wait, hold on. What's the name of this game? Transport Fever?
For this purpose, we have revised the vehicle store. Vehicle can now be filtered much better. We'll go for wagon, cargo, and set the filter to food. Also, you can now sort vehicles to your likings. Because we have big plans, we sort the wagons by capacity. This button here sets the ascending and descending order. This boxcar is perfect. I can now double click to buy the wagons. For the locomotive, we need a good tractive effort, so just sort it accordingly. This Eurodual is a good compromise, and if you buy a second one, it will appear at the end of the train composition. Before this update, you had to click your way to the front. Now you can just press shift and click to achieve that in a breeze. Okay, great. Our train is now ready for duty and just needs to be assigned to our new line.
It's 50% off right now?
Now I know that I forgot to rename my line. With this update, we no longer have to switch to the line manager to do that. And that's great because we save some needless mouse clicks. Done. Keeping things organized is key for success.
This seemed like it's pretty good.
Here's another nice addition. You can now set a minimum and maximum waiting time for each stop of your line. This is a great gameplay feature that was truly missing and which will help you run your vehicles a lot more efficiently. And of course, this works with any kind of transportation. There is a lot more in the update, and I'd like to show you two additional usability improvements. The bridge, tunnel, and railroad crossing build menus are now easier to use because we unified
That thing cost $1.3 million.
We improved some tools like one for traffic lights or player ownership. And note that these tools are now placed in the main construction menu for easier access. And there are numerous other enhancements and visual improvements. The tram lights are now blinking when
That's
they
bridges
turn.
for you?
All
I mean,
the
I didn't
vehicles
realize we had so
support
many
particle effects,
chat
and the
members who have
drivers
bought
finally
bridges
learn
before,
to
you
wait
know?
for the barriers to open. There is a lot more in the update. To see all changes, have a look at the full release notes. Thanks a lot for your attention. We at Urban Games are very happy about the huge interest in Transport Fever.
A lot of mayors
and
in
we are sure
chat.
that we improve the game also in the future. Have fun and
Cool.
hear you soon.
People were wondering what that game title was. That is called Transport Fever 2. And it's available on Steam. Second to last trailer for the day because we all know what the final trailer is. Gotta be chat. You know what I'm saying? JPNN fans know. Did we see this yesterday? I don't think we did. What the? Okay. That looks a little strange, you know? Looks a little strange for me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Just like today is number 22 in the daily demons of old SMT. So let's get into it. It's demon time, chat. I didn't even look to see what today's was.
Shin Megami
Shin Megami
Tensei
Tensei, yes, day
Himekuri
turning,
Akuma Dota.
devil, etc.
本日は
Today
魔
we
人
will
をお届
deliver
けする
the genie.
ホルス
False. It's a bird. I added that.
古代エジプトにおいて
A widespread
自然の
symbol
恵
of
みや
grace
偉
and
大さを
since
広
ancient
く象徴
Egypt.
した神時に
If
ホ
you,
ルスこ
even
そ
if you are
が
considered to
主
be
神と
from
みなされた場合
bookkeeping
も
level 1 poor spogger,
その影響から
from that
太陽
influence,
の属性を
IO
合
dance
わ
and
せ
match music. Next time we will introduce
次
writing.
回は騎乗紹介お楽しみに
Looking forward to. What the hell is the next one? What, that thing looks bizarre. Like, what is that? What in the world? That thing looks terrifying. I mean, I guess that's writing. I guess we'll find out tomorrow on JPNN. Tune in next time, chat. We got to get out of here because this PlayStation thing is starting here in like 5 minutes. So thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to hit that sub button if you're not already subbed. And you're watching on Twitch, youtube.com/itmeJP. We'd love to have you back for more JPNN episodes. We're out of here for now, though. If you want to watch this PlayStation thing, we'll be uploading it as well to YouTube. All right. Sounds good. See you next time. Bye-bye.